Usually I'm not a big fan of any kind of like digital watches or anything that goes on my wrist. It usually gets caught. But when KooPower approached me and wanted me to review their watch, I couldn't resist. So let's take a look at some of the functions. All right, it has an altimeter in it, which measures how elevated you are from sea level. We have a barometer, which measures air pressure, thermometer, weather forecast, skiing speed, the world time. You can actually connect to 28 different cities, an alarm, stopwatch, and timer, backlight. It's shock proof, and it can also go into some water. So it's pretty useful for anybody who likes to go outdoors. So let's take a look, see what it looks like, see how it works, and we'll go from there. So at first glance, the first thing that we can see is that the lighting, the LCD is kind of like inverted. The screen is black and the text is like a whitish, almost a palish green. But it looks pretty good. It looks great in daylight. It looks great in nighttime. It has a special light on it and everything. It's pretty cool. So we open it up. We have the watch, and we also have a very detailed instruction manual which tells you about all of the features for it, how to adjust them, and everything. It's very well written, and it actually taught me a lot about this device. So I'm going to undo it from the packaging, and we're going to see what it looks like. All right, first thing we notice on the back, all the information on it. All right, and we also notice we got these two little flaps right here. These are so like arm hair or any part of your skin doesn't get pinched inside the band, and it actually adds a nice degree of comfort because right here these are a little rigid and you don't want that digging into your wrist, especially if you like a tight watch on you. So we'll try it on, and then we'll start playing around with some of those features. Alright, the band is nice. It's very traditional to digital watches. It's definitely going to take a beating, and it'll be very sturdy. So it fits nice. It's nice and comfortable. Those flaps are providing some extra comfort. But anyway, let's take a look at the watch. So some of the modes that we have. Alright, we have an alarm. We can set it to signal on every hour if we wanted to. I would rather not do that. I'm not a big fan of beeping going off every hour. Alright, we have a stopwatch, so we can start that, stop it, reset it. You know, the basic functions of a watch. Alright, moving on, we have a timer, same thing. You can start timing things as they're going down. You can set that also on here, but I'm just going to show it as an example. Alright, we have different time zones around the world, so let's say we have Paris, London, Rio, etc., etc. And there's a lot of different places you can bounce through to see all the different time zones. Alright, so some other things. We have the barometer. Alright, tells us a little bit about it. Alright, if I press it again, it kind of gives us like a weather forecast. There's a chart in there. It's actually a little, not complicated, but it requires some memorization. But I really do like that it tells you what the weather can be like. Alright, and we also have, let me switch back, the altimeter, which tells us how elevated we are as well. Alright, and it also tells us the temperature and everything else like that. This watch is really nice. It's shock-proof. I like it. And I think I'm going to be wearing a watch for a while because, you know, it's nice to have it. Yeah, I know your cell phone and stuff, but I can't tell you how many times I've taken out my cell phone only to try to see what time it is, and then all of a sudden I go through a couple text messages, check Reddit, check whatever's on, and go from there. But anyway, the watch is nice, the beeping's nice and loud, so it's definitely a great little accessory to carry around with you. And at its price, which I'll post at the bottom, it's a pretty good deal. So if you have any questions, post them in the comments. Aside from that, thanks for watching.